The hot topic of the day, the controversial name of the day is Manu Locatelli, because indeed there was an offer from Al Ahli that Juventus immediately refused. What should Juve do if another offer arrives? What I believe that Manu will do if another offer arrives, and what is my opinion about it. Then we'll speak about Renato, Veiga, Locatelli, that battle between Napoli and Milan for a player from Juve, Dusan Vlahovic, that can be really beneficial for the Bianconeri. What are the latest updates about Nico Gonzalez, about Colomoni, and especially the latest about Juve Parma, because don't forget, we start on Sunday. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. If you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like, you know it, huh? To support the channel is totally free, it costs you €0, it's just liking the video, and if you didn't yet, because we have a lot of new Juventini that are arriving, please subscribe to the channel. That being said, Locatelli, big name. Yes, indeed, there was an offer. We already spoke about it slightly yesterday, because I thought it was just a news like that, but it became really controversial, really a topic of discussion between the Juventini, where a lot of Juventini said, oh, send him immediately. Well, I want to remind to every Juventino that it doesn't exist. Send him since 1995 with a law, Bosman, where the players, they also have their say. So send him doesn't work like that. Then, according to me, 25 million euro for Locatelli is an insult. Especially if I hear that they were ready, they did probably an offer for Denis Zakaria of 45 million euros. For the captain of Juve, that you like him or that you don't like him, I hope that we agree that 25 million euro for Al Ahli to Juve for Locatelli is a huge, big insult. Then, is it true that they did the offer? Absolutely yes, confirmed by everyone. You can see it on Gazzetta dello Sport, you can see it on Tutto Sport, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano also yesterday and this morning with an update that indeed the 25 million euro offer to Juve said no, and that should be the latest offer. No other negotiation, because Al Ahli understood. On the other side, Gazzetta is insisting. They are saying that Al Ahli will come back with another offer. My opinion on Manu Locatelli, will he go or not? I tell you immediately, I don't think that he will go. I made a tweet about it yesterday. In no possible alternative world, I see Manu Locatelli accepting it. I will start before the blah blah, before people saying, Beppe, but you are a fanboy, Beppe, you defend the players of Juve. According to me, you can sell every single player. I am extremely attached to all our players as long as they were the Juve shirt. From the moment that they are not there, I have absolutely no regret. Guys, I'm too old for that childish behavior, personally. I saw Zinedine Zidane leaving. I saw Del Piero ending his career. Pavel Nedved, Gianluigi Buffon going to Paris Saint-Germain, coming back. Giorgio Chiellini. I saw Baggio leaving our team. Salvatore Schillaci, the first player that I really fell in love with. Ragazzi, I already saw a lot of players leaving. Federico Chiesa, Paulo Dybala, Huijsen, Sule. I have absolutely never any regret. I move on. Then sometimes I can say that I would love to keep a player a bit longer. Sometimes I said it's a mistake that we did, but I have absolutely no regrets. It is over, it is over. For me, you can sell whoever you want. From Locatelli to Di Gregorio to Gleison Bremer to even Kenan Yildiz. That's the case. Can happen a lot of time. The player is not happy anymore at the club. The player is not performing anymore at the club. The club is thinking that it's not working anymore. You have millions of reasons. Sometimes it's for financial reasons. Sometimes it's for sporting reasons. You can explain it in a million ways. The only thing that I'm expecting, because I am a Juventino and because I have been raised up like that, is that if you sell a player, you should always aim or try to go for a player that is able to reinforce your team better. It can be that one sale brings you 2 players, sometimes 3 players. That at the end result is that the team becomes better. So if Locatelli goes, and Juventus is promising me, guaranteeing me, showing me that we can reinforce the team with 1 player, 3 players, 4 players, thanks to what we cash in, go, go. Arrivederci, grazie for what you did. I think it's a bit of pity that you came at Juve, the club that you love the most since a kid, in a difficult moment, because I'm sure that Locatelli, in a fantastic, beautiful performing Juve, would have been seen from Juventini in another way. Would probably have had a lot more easiness to integrate, to adapt himself, and to perform. But that's another story that we will never know. Now, why I don't think that Loca will leave Juve is for multiple reasons. The kid, or no, he arrived in the club that he loves since when he was a kid. He always showed it. Guys, he's an emotional guy. He cried when he signed for Juve. He cried when he made his debut, when he scored his first goal, when he had his first victory. He cried when he scored that penalty that is sending us to the Champions League. He made that first official opening discussion speech during the family game Juve Next Gen as a captain. After 4 full seasons, because he's starting his 5th season, he's finally captain of the team that he loved the most on earth. Guys, he was able to, if not transform the whistle in applauses for a part of Juventini, the other one he was able to cancel them because we didn't hear anymore the whistles. He is a starter. He was a starter for Thiago Motta, he was a starter for Allegri, he is a starter, and we saw it from Igor Tudor, because at today, on the 19th of August, who are the starters in our midfield? Kefren Thuram, Manu Locatelli. For all these reasons, I really don't believe that an emotional person as Locatelli will take the decision to leave the team now, okay? What I believe. On top of that, we have to add the national team. After problems with Mancini and Spalletti, guys, I know, because I made this interview and it was public, it was not something that was said only behind the scenes, but he was really devastated when he couldn't be called up for the national team. Now that you have a new coach, Gattuso, that knows him, that will give him a chance, because you remember, Milan time, etc., etc., he will not go to Saudi Arabia. According to me, 10 million euro salary, 15 million euro salary will not convince Manu Locatelli today. What is the only possibility for him to leave is that if Juve said, guy, we don't believe in you, we want you out, we will not play you, then everything can happen in the world. Never say never, especially because I'm not the best friend of Manu, so I don't know. But according to me, I don't believe he will leave. And I will even tell you more. On the 19th of August, with everything that we still need to do, Colomani is still not there. Zegrova is still not there. A right wing back, we don't have it instead of Joao Mario. We don't have a left center back. We are missing a lot of things, even speaking about another extra midfielder in case Douglas Luiz would leave, in case Attenzione. So we have so much work to do. At the 19th of August, looking to sell your player for 35 million euro. Who are you able to go on for the market? Will you go back to Ullman? 60 million euro is what they are asking. Not 25, not 30, 60 million euro. I would pay attention, especially if we are speaking about sense of belonging, about Juventinità. It's not that we have that much. We are recuperating Bremer, it will be fundamental, but I would pay attention because in so short time span, I don't believe that you are able to replace Manu Locatelli. Is Manu Locatelli a phenomenon? Is he the best midfielder that Juve ever saw? No, he's not. We know it. But try to give me a name that is realistic, that Juventus could do in these remaining days of Mercato, on top of all the other things that we need to do. I don't believe that for Juve it's the moment to sell him. I don't believe that he will leave. And then I believe also that for a reason or another, Manu Locatelli is judged harshly. Should we praise him like a phenomenon? No. Should we praise him as the worst midfielder on earth? I don't think so. But now it's really tough for accepting 25, 30, 35 million euro Locatelli and then trying to find another one that could replace him. And don't forget, not only replace him, but can add something more in this particular moment. I don't think so. Then we will see. The other topics I will try to go a bit faster. Well, it's Lloyd Kelly that apparently refused Premier League offers and also offers from Turkey. The offer that he refused for Premier League, we know them. Sunderland, Burnley. I know there were some other clubs on him, but at the moment nothing really concrete. People are starting to be mad at Lloyd Kelly, but I would love for a second that you are able to think as Juve and that you are able to think as Lloyd Kelly. Nobody obliged Kelly to come to Juve. Nobody said it's Kelly that actually obliged Juve to sign him. Absolutely not. Giuntoli went. He signed Lloyd Kelly. He paid the price that Newcastle wanted for him. The player arrived at Juve. He plays at Juve, guys. It's one of the biggest clubs on earth. It's a club that will play the Champions League, a club that wants to grow their ambition. They want to go back to victory. If not this year, they plan to do it as soon as possible. He's there at the moment because we have no alternative. He's the starter as the left center back. Would he go to Sunderland, that is a nearly or just team that went from second division to the first division, promoted team? Will he go to Burnley? I don't think so. I really don't believe so. I would be Locatelli. If I'm playing at Juve, if I have the trust from the coach at the moment, if I see that I have my cards to play because at the moment there is nobody serious that can take my spot as a left center back, I will try to stay at Juve. Honestly, I will try to show that the haters were wrong, at least for one more season. That's what I would do if I was Kelly. Then from Juve's side, some people are saying, yeah, but Huijsen, we obliged him to leave. Soule, we oblige him to leave. How is it on earth possible that a player like Locatelli, we are not obliging him to leave? It's simply financially, because the other ones, we sold them also because they brought us cash that was immediately profit. Locatelli, we signed him for a lot of money. I don't know, we never know how much, but I think 17 million euro. Find a club that is ready to pay 25, 30 million euro for Locatelli now that you can say, oh, we let him go and on top of that we are making some profit. I don't think so. Is he an untouchable? He's not an untouchable for Juve. If the right offer arrives and the players agree, he's gone. But at the moment the right offer is not arriving. Not for the player, not for the club. On top of what I really believe, we don't need at the moment to replace Locatelli. What we need today is find someone that is playing even better than Locatelli to have an extra, a starter in that role. That's what we should do. Not replacing him, because if you replace him, you still have the problem. You will tell me Cabal. Cabal played 9 games with Juve, 9 games as a left back, not as a left center back. So pay attention what you're asking for. Otherwise we go in the same problem. I always told you Kalulu on the left is potentially a problem. So what is the name that Juventus is still parking and pay attention for? It is Renato Veiga. If they are able to find a fantastic deal, again, maybe for a loan, this time maybe with an option or an obligation, but that really advantageous situation for you in the last days of Mercato. That's why Renato Veiga at the moment is still parked there. I would love to have Renato Veiga that is starting with Locatelli ready to enter there on the left, Kalulu and Gatti on the right, Bremer and Rugani as a center back. You have a beautiful 6-player for a 3-man defense. At the moment, we are not there. Let's see. Pay attention, because that battle that yesterday we started to anticipate and we say, pay attention. Napoli, Milan for Dusan Vlahovic is starting to be real, because Lukaku will be out at least 100 days. Antonio Conte goes totally crazy because he's always one that is starting with the pessimistic view. I think we miss him for the entire season. That's how he's thinking, and I can tell you, I can guarantee you that he started already to have some interest for Dusan Vlahovic already in the weekend. Not yesterday on Monday, already in the weekend, and that Dusan Vlahovic is one of the possible names confirmed by a lot. Yes, it's true, they ask information about Højlund, but Højlund, he said it, and let's see if he will continue like that he wants his chances at Manchester United because he's a fan of the Reds. Let's see. But at the moment, they ask information for Højlund. They are asking even information from Pinamonti, but it's true that the name of Dusan Vlahovic is high in the list of Antonio Conte. And now Milan, that had the cards in their hand, and they were saying, oh, we decide at the end they will give us for free Dusan Vlahovic because they want to get rid of him, which I confirm. Juventus doesn't want to have Dusan Vlahovic into the team, but they don't want to give him away for free. They don't want to gift it to a competitor. They have no problem if he goes to Milan. They have no problem if he goes to Napoli, but only if they are able to pay the money. And that could be that competition between the two that could see that first real offer being a serious offer. So would you send him to Napoli? Would you send him to Milan if it makes sure that we are not losing money on it? Would you do it? Yes or no? Or you say, no, Beppe, we keep him and it is what it is. Juventus, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, is thinking about 3 players. I tell you 4 players, but they are telling us 3 players. Colomoni, Zegrova, and Molina in, Douglas Luiz and Nico Gonzalez out. For Douglas Luiz, we're speaking about Howard, but every time we're speaking about Howard, the 35 million euro Nottingham was offering, Damian Comolli said again, and taking, according to me, this time really a big risk. No, looks like we can even increase it towards 37, 38 million euro. Let's see. Capolavoro, chef-d'oeuvre, masterpiece if Damian Comolli is able to cash in that sum. Let's see if it will collapse or not. About Nico Gonzalez, guys, we hear about Atletico Madrid, but the offer is really far from what we are asking. Apparently, Roma could potentially be interested on the player. From what I know, it's a slightly interest. It's a little interest, not a huge one, so we need to monitor it. From Molina, we already spoke. Zegrova, I told you in anticipation about it. I don't have extra information, except of the fact that Zegrova said Juve. I confirm what I told you. He said Juve. Juve, Juve, Juve. Juve that said, wait a bit, be patient, but at the moment he's patient for Juve. He's not patient for Marseille. So at the moment his priority Juve for Edon Zegrova that could possibly join. And then Colomwani, according to me, more than the other papers, I don't think that today will be the Colomwani day. I don't think that on Wednesday it will be the Colomwani day. I believe it will be more or towards really the end of the week, so not being there for Juve Parma, if not next week. It's true that they are close, it's true that they are, but at the moment it's not a done deal. So pay attention for Colomwani when he will arrive. Nico Gonzalez, I already told you the update. I think I told you everything except of the update about Juve Parma. Bremer is impressing everyone, could potentially play even the entire game against Parma. Fantastic, beautiful. So now it's a fight between three, Kelly, Gatti and Kalulu, who will start, who will play, two players next to Bremer. And then the bad news is that Savona will not be there, Miretti will not be there, Milik will not be there, Cabal will not be there. They are trying for Perin without certainties if he makes it on the bench, and hopefully not, but Di Gregorio has a problem. It will be Perin, Pinsoglio that could be starting as second goalkeeper and not Perin, but he's on his way to come back. Savona will start again with the team to train, but absolutely not ready to be on the bench for Juve Parma. And I think that I gave you all the information that I needed to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you didn't, please don't forget